Hello lads and ladies, and welcome to this and welcome back for another video on the channel. Today we are giving an unpopular opinion on every League One club so far. So this is going into the brand new season. Now some may be really unpopular, some you may think, I may agree on that, and some you might be surprised at. So there's one for every club. Now, by the way, this isn't what's going to happen. This is so far 25, 26 days before the season beginning. A lot's changed in the last week. A lot can change in 3 weeks. So we'll probably do one of these maybe near to the season, halfway through the season. But let's get on with it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe down below. We're so close to 9,000 subscribers and there's so much League One content coming your way this season. We'll start off with Wycombe. Now, the best business of the season has already come. Gareth Bale signing a new long-term deal. I think that's quite a popular opinion in terms of Wycombe fans, but people from the outset will go, well, they haven't strengthened the team yet. They've only improved what they've got, but having Gareth Bale on board will make other players come on board in the next few weeks as well. Shrewsbury have had the best transfer window so far, and I'd even say one of the best in the EFL as well. To sign, Taylor Moore is a good signing. Jordan Shipley is an excellent signing. Tom Bayliss is a good signing. They've maintained the squad from last year. Cottrell's still there. So far, the business has been good. Sheffield Wednesday will be in the top 2 at the end of the season, and Michael Smith will score 20 plus goals and Barry Bannon will score 10 plus goals. It's getting like Sky Bet request to bet with Wednesday at this rate. Portsmouth will not make the top 6. I don't think they've strengthened that much. Marlon Pack's a decent signing. They signed the lad from Arsenal, but I still don't think they've got a good goalkeeper. I still don't think they've replaced Marlon Romero. Marlon Pack's an okay signing. They don't have a 20-goal season striker. They'll have a few goals in Harness maybe, and Ronan Curtis, but I still think they're weaker than they were at the back end of last year. I still think they'll finish in the top 10 though. Port Vale, Darrell Clarke is one of the better managers in this league. He did really well with Bristol Rovers. He's had a lot of family issues going on. He's brought the spirit back at Port Vale, just like he did at the Gas. I think they'll do okay next season. Plymouth will be in the top 12 again this year. I don't think they'll be in the top 6 at this moment, but I don't think they'll slip off completely off the face of the earth and struggle. Peterborough are top 2 challengers. No one are talking about Peterborough. They're just saying how badly they did last year, how they weren't, clinical enough. Jonson Clarke-Harris in this league will score 15 to 20 goals, I believe. They've still got, Ben Thompson's a very good player. They've still got Smodux at this point as well. So they've maintained their players unlike Barnsley and Derby. So I think they're most likely for a quick return. Oxford, Cameron Brannigan, Carl Robinson will both stay at the football club. So far, Robinson's not gone to QPR. And I think as long as Robinson doesn't go, Brannigan will stay as well. Morecambe, Cole Stockton will stay at Morecambe. I don't think he will go. I think with Rotherham losing Smith and signing Tom Eaves, I think he won't go to Rotherham now. And I don't think he will suit many other teams' play style. Potentially Luton, but they've just signed Corley Woodrow. Potentially Barnsley, but I think they'll sign Alfie May, if I'm honest with you. With freed up money from signing Morris and Woodrow as well. And I don't think he'll go to Peterborough because they've got Clarke-Harris. So for me, I reckon Cole Stockton will stay at Morecambe for another year. MK Dons won't be in the top 10 next season. They've lost Darling, they've lost Twine, they brought some good players back in, but I don't think they will challenge again next year. I think they'll drop off a little bit as well. Lincoln, their managerial appointment of Mark Kennedy is a good one. It's a 4-year deal. There's planning behind it. He's still a very young, hungry manager. Been out of the game for a bit and wants to get back in it and make an impact rather than a genuine manager who just goes from club to club. He sounds good. He talks the game. And I think Lincoln, in 3 to 4 years, will be challengers at the top end of this level. I don't think they'll smash it this year. But if they trust in Kennedy, I reckon it's a very good appointment from the Imps. Ipswich Town, their transfer business this summer so far is better than any last summer. Now, they brought in Freddie Ladapo, who's a clinical striker at this level. They brought in Dominic Ball, who's a top player at this level. They brought in Tyrese John-Jules, who's another good player. So far, I think the business has been shrewd and they've improved where they've needed to improve. Whereas last year, they just signed for numbers and to try and get quality through the door. They've added to that quality now, and they've not done it too much. They've done it in a sharpness way. So that's why I think the business so far this window has been better, because they're getting players off the books that they might not use this season. Forest Green Rovers is a tough one, but I reckon they'll finish around about where Cambridge did this season. I reckon they'll be okay, and I reckon they won't go down. Fleetwood won't be in the bottom 6. Fleetwood's business this year has been good. I don't think they're massively improved, but I don't think they'll be in the bottom 6. That is my take on us. I think we'll be around about 12th to 15th area. Next up, Exeter. Matty Taylor, again, one of the best young managers in the league. I don't think he'll be at Lincoln in the next 2 years, but I reckon he'll see out the season and potentially keep Exeter up this year. Derby, I reckon they'll start slow but end quick, but I reckon they'll be in and around the top 6 places this year, because the business so far, Mendes, Lang, Tom Barcusen, there's others to add on board as well that are coming on board who look good. Cheltenham, at this moment, I reckon they'll get relegated. It all depends on Alfie May staying. I do think he will stay though. Next up, Charlton. They'll get 15 points extra than last season. Whether that's enough for a playoff spot, who knows? But Ben Garner is a top appointment at League One level. Next up, Cambridge. They'll have a season like last season. Steady, decent, another season in League One. Burton Albion. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank won't see out the season. Every job that's come up, he's jumped on it like a girl on Love Island when a new bloke comes in. He wants to go there, doesn't work out, he goes back to Burton. Just like the Barnsley job did, just like other jobs did. For me, I can't see him seeing out the season. Bristol Rovers will be the highest placed team that came up out of all the League 2 clubs from last season. They'll finish the highest this season in League 1 out of them, Exeter, Forest Green and Port Vale. Next up, Bolton are real top 6 challengers this season. I honestly believe they've got the squad to do it. I reckon they'll be in and around the top 6. Barnsley. They won't be in the top 2, but they'll be in the top 6. I don't think they're strong enough to be in the top 2. I think they've got to change that loser mentality, and it may take a time to click at Barnsley with a new manager, a new squad, but I reckon they'll be in the top 6 because I reckon they'll have enough quality come the end of the season. Accrington will stay up again, but they'll finish in the bottom 8. I reckon they'll finish a little bit lower down than last season's top half finish, but they'll easily stay up again this season in League 1. So there are my takes on every club in League 1. Do you agree? What would you change? And what would be your opinion on your club? And let me know your support down below. Just 20 odd days now to the League 1 season beginning. If you are new to the channel, get subscribed, and there's so much content to come. Give this video a like. Until next time, I will see you later. Thank you very much for watching.